This isn't just a new engine, it's a question whispered beneath the noise of traffic. What if everything we thought we knew about fueling cars is wrong? Not just outdated, but unnecessary. No pumps, no plugs, just water. Plain, silent water. Toyota, the same company that made hybrids mainstream, is now chasing something far bolder. A future where cars don't pollute, don't pause, and don't cause the earth to keep moving. It sounds impossible, but the prototypes are already built. Chemistry is ancient, and the consequences, if they're right, could change everything on the road. What exactly is Toyota planning, and why is the industry so quiet about it? Gasoline and EVs are both broken. Look around any city and you'll see fumes, noise, and gridlock. But it's what you don't see that's worse. Nearly every car is part of a global system built on burning fuel. Over 1.4 billion vehicles still rely on gasoline or diesel. It's reliable but also destructive, not just to the planet but to people. Gas prices spike with every crisis. Breathing air near highways raises your risk of cancer. And while electric vehicles promise a cleaner future, they're not the savior we hoped for. Batteries depend on rare metals mined in places where children work under dangerous conditions. Charging takes time, and the infrastructure remains patchy in much of the world. The truth is uncomfortable. Both gasoline and electric vehicles carry hidden costs that most of us don't see until it's too late. That's why Toyota isn't just making a better engine, and they're rewriting the rulebook. Because if there's a way to power a car using something as simple as water, it could pull us out of this mess without replacing one problem with another. Electric cars were supposed to be the clean break, quiet motors, no tailpipes, just plug in and drive. But the closer we look, the more cracks appear. The biggest is cost. Even now, electric vehicles cost thousands more than gasoline rivals. Not because of the motor, but because of the battery. Lithium-ion batteries are expensive to make and even more expensive to mine. Entire mountains are stripped in Chile and Bolivia to extract lithium. Cobalt, often sourced from the Congo, comes at a human cost. Child labor, unsafe mines, and no accountability. And then there's time. A full charge at home can take half a day, and even fast chargers make you wait far longer than filling a gas tank. That's fine for short errands, but for long trips it's a deal breaker. Infrastructure still lags behind demand, especially outside major cities. Charging deserts are real. Electric cars still pollute, just not where you see it. The factories, mines, and power grids behind them all leave scars. So while EVs are a step forward, they aren't the finish line. If there's a way to move past batteries altogether, people are ready to listen. And Toyota knows it. Hydrogen, the element everyone ignored. Before batteries took the spotlight, hydrogen was quietly waiting in the background. The lightest and one of the most abundant elements in the universe, it was written off for decades as too expensive, too unstable, too futuristic. But as the cracks in battery-powered progress widen, hydrogen is stepping forward again. And this time, it's ready. Unlike batteries, hydrogen doesn't need to be mined in bulk. It can be made from water. And when used in a fuel cell, it doesn't burn or explode. It simply reacts. Hydrogen meets oxygen, electricity flows, and the only byproduct is water vapor, no smoke. No smog. What makes hydrogen powerful isn't just how clean it is, but how fast it works. Refueling takes minutes, not hours. The range isn't limited. And unlike batteries, which get heavier with more power, hydrogen stays light and scalable. Long-haul trucks, buses, and even planes can run where lithium struggles. For Toyota, hydrogen isn't a backup plan. It's the future they've been quietly building toward. While other automakers doubled down on EVs, Toyota kept working on something few believed in. And now they're ready to show why everyone else might have bet on the wrong technology. Toyota's water-powered breakthrough doesn't rely on magic. It's based on electrolysis, splitting water into hydrogen and oxygen. What makes their version different is efficiency. Using renewable power like solar or wind, Toyota's engineers can power this process cleanly. High-temperature electrolysis cuts electricity use, while new materials reduce costs by avoiding rare metals. The hydrogen produced can be stored and used later with no emissions, just water vapor. It's a complete cycle. Water goes in, powers a car, and comes back out as steam. Toyota didn't invent electrolysis. They made it practical. Their focus isn't just on driving, but on producing hydrogen sustainably and affordably. They're building a system, not just a machine. No charging delays, no mining horrors, just water, air, and power. Toyota's design answers a critical question. Can we fuel transportation without damaging the planet? If this technology scales, the answer might be yes, without compromise and without carbon. Here's how Toyota's hydrogen-powered engine works. First, water is split into hydrogen and oxygen through electrolysis. The hydrogen is stored in secure tanks built to withstand heat and high pressure. When the car moves, hydrogen enters a fuel cell where it reacts with oxygen from the air, producing electricity that powers the motor. The only exhaust, water vapor. The experience is seamless. Refueling takes under 5 minutes. Toyota's carbon-reinforced tanks are strong, light, and equipped with smart sensors that detect leaks instantly and shut the system down. Venting systems ensure safety even in emergencies. The system doesn't just work, it works cleanly and quietly. No long waits, no smoke, no engine roar. It feels like driving a high-end EV, but without the massive battery underneath. What Toyota has created isn't just a new drivetrain. It's a clean, efficient replacement for everything combustion engines left behind. Meet the Mirai, Toyota's flagship hydrogen car. It's more than a prototype, it's proof of concept on wheels. First launched in 2014, this hydrogen-powered sedan shows what's possible. Its latest model travels over 400 miles on a single fill, refuels in just 5 minutes, and delivers 182 horsepower with 300 Nm of torque, all while offering a smooth, silent ride. But the real magic is under the hood. No tailpipe emissions, no charging, just compressed hydrogen reacting in a fuel cell to create motion and mist. Toyota refined every part, from storage tanks to the fuel stack, making it safer, lighter, and more efficient. The Mirai isn't a car of the future, it's a car of now. Already on roads in Japan, California, and Europe, each version gets cheaper, stronger, and more practical. Toyota isn't asking for belief, they're proving it piece by piece in metal, water, and motion. Water-powered cars have a messy history. From Stanley Meyer's infamous 1990s dune buggy to JPX's failed claims in 2008, the concept has attracted fraud more than science. Promises of cars running solely on tap water collapsed under scrutiny. But when Toyota says water-powered, it's not about splitting water inside the car. It's about creating hydrogen outside it, storing it safely, and using it efficiently. Toyota's version is grounded in chemistry, not mystery. They've filed patents, opened labs, built models, and already put hydrogen cars on the market. The difference here is scale and trust. Toyota isn't claiming the impossible. They're refining the achievable. While others promised miracles, Toyota delivered the method. And now, with decades of R&D behind them, they're ready to bring this idea from fiction to traffic. Toyota's vision for hydrogen goes beyond cars. It's powering buses in Tokyo, generators at the Olympics, bio-waste fuel in Thailand, long-haul trucks, planes, ships, and factories. Even buildings could soon run on water-sourced power. The biggest barrier is infrastructure. There aren't enough hydrogen stations yet. But Toyota is investing heavily, partnering globally to close that gap, especially in California, Germany, and Japan. Hydrogen is clean, dense, and storable. Unlike solar or wind, it doesn't depend on weather. It can back up an electric grid or power entire city blocks. And while EVs dominate headlines, hydrogen is catching up, quietly but powerfully. With zero-emission transport, fast refueling, and deep scalability, hydrogen could rival lithium's hold on the future. Toyota isn't just making cars, they're creating a foundation. If they succeed, water won't just be essential for life. It'll be essential for motion, industry, and progress. This isn't just about cars, it's about control. About who decides what powers our world. Toyota is betting on a future where we stop tearing up the earth just to keep moving forward. A future where every road leads back to water, quiet, clean, infinite. They've turned chemistry into momentum, and they're not alone anymore. Governments are watching. Competitors are catching on. The hydrogen race has begun. Will it work? Will it scale? Will it last? We're about to find out. Because if Toyota's right, the next revolution won't roar. It'll whisper. And it'll leave nothing behind but vapor.